Hey everyone! Today we're going to dive into the super funny world of Diary of a Wimpy Kid and talk about one of Greg Heffley's most disastrous birthdays ever. Let's see what kind of crazy things happen in this story. Okay, let me ask you something. Have you ever had a birthday that, well, didn't quite go how you planned? For our main character, Greg Heffley, that is his absolute worst nightmare. All right, so let's talk about our main guy, Greg Heffley. For Greg, birthdays are this massive, super important thing. But, they're also kind of terrifying for him. You see, Greg is totally freaked out about getting older. He's convinced that once you're a grown-up, the party's over and you only get lame gifts. I mean, can you imagine getting a nose hair trimmer for your birthday? No way. He's so worried about it, he actually starts sneaking his mom's anti-aging cream and putting it on his face. That is, until he gets caught, of course. And the birthday wish, the pressure is just so much for him. So with everyone staring at him, he just panics and he yells out the very first thing he sees, a stapler. Yep, a stapler. But this year, all those little worries, they're nothing. Because his biggest problem isn't about the wish. It's about whether anyone will even remember his birthday at all. Something is about to go seriously wrong. Okay, so that brings us to the next part of the story, and this is where things get really juicy. We're talking about the forgotten birthday. So Greg's birthday is coming up on Saturday, right? But crickets. Nobody is saying a word about it. Then he sees his mom super busy getting ready for some pie contest, and Greg's thinking, aha, I see what's going on. It's got to be a secret surprise party for me. So what does he do? He cooks up this brilliant plan to flip the script on them. He's going to sneak over to the party spot before anyone else gets there and surprise them. Haha, genius, right? Okay, so the big moment is here. He's hiding in a closet, he takes a deep breath, and he bursts out yelling, surprise! But the surprise is totally on him. It's not a party. It really, truly was just a pie contest. Wow, can you even imagine? And that's when the horrible, awful truth hits him. It wasn't a trick. It wasn't a joke. His entire family had actually, for real, forgotten his birthday. So his mom tries to explain what happened. See, they got a new refrigerator, and the old one, the one with the family calendar stuck to it, well, it got hauled away by accident. Oops. So feeling pretty awful, Greg's dad takes him to the comic book store to try and make things right. And it's in that store that everything changes. Greg finds a brand new mission. He sees this wanted poster, right? And it's for this super, super rare trading card. It's a monster called a Thebel, but this one's special. It's a factory mistake. It has 3 eyes. And that little mistake makes it crazy valuable. How valuable? We're talking $100,000, $100,000. And just like that, Greg knows he has to get his hands on that card. Okay, so Greg has a new life goal. But there's just one tiny problem. He's broke. He has no money. So how is he going to get that card? Well, he comes up with a pretty clever and maybe a little sneaky plan. He decides to use his mom's guilt about forgetting his birthday, to his advantage. He suggests that they throw him a do-over party, a second chance to get his birthday right. And because she feels so terrible, she's all for it. But here's the thing. For Greg, this isn't really about the cake or celebrating his birthday. Nope. His secret plan is to invite every single relative he has, because he knows they'll give him cash as a gift. And that cash, that's his ticket to buying packs and packs of those monster cards. But, of course, there's a catch. Greg and his mom are on totally different planets when it comes to what this party should be. He's imagining this epic party, with a DJ, dancing, the whole thing. His mom, she's picturing quiet games, maybe some face painting, and, wait for it, a reading nook. A reading nook at a birthday party? So the big question is, will Greg's master plan actually work? Is he going to get the money and find that super rare card? Well, you'll have to read the book to find out what happens next at what is probably going to be the most chaotic party ever. All right, now let's wrap this up by putting you in Greg's shoes for a second. So really think about it. If your family completely forgot your birthday, how would you feel? What would you do? Would you be super sad, maybe a little angry? Or would you be like Greg and try to turn the whole disaster into a master plan to get something you really, really want? It's kind of fun to think about, isn't it?